This is Debbie with Food Prepping channel, and I just fixed myself a egg, bacon, and tomato sandwich. I didn't want it toasted. I have scrambled eggs, and I got the bacon that you can get that's pre-cooked, and all you have to do is put it in the microwave and heat it up in the microwave, and it gets crispy like in a minute. And I cooked my eggs in butter, have mayonnaise on it. I got a big tomato, and I fixed this, and I really don't want to eat it. I really don't want to eat it. I want to talk to y'all today, and I'm coming here from a place that seems so dark right now that I can't even hardly stand it. My 27-year-old daughter is hooked on heroin. And there's a girl in the area that runs what is called a trap house. I don't know nothing about it. I've never heard of it or whatever. Supposedly it's a house that you can go in and get every drug that you can think of and whatever. And she runs this house and stuff like that. So I want to say a few words to this girl. I don't know her. Don't even know her name. I think my daughter's there right now. We don't know where she's at. I have gone through hell the past 2 weeks trying to get her help, and there just isn't help. There isn't help for dope heads or druggies or whatever you want to call them. I say dope heads. Yeah, my daughter's a dope head, and it's about to break my heart. But this girl, you know who you are. You know that you are selling drugs out of a house, out of a motel, out of an apartment, wherever you're at. I really don't know. But you've got drawers after drawers of drugs. Any drug you can name. My daughter's done so many drugs in the past month that she'd never ever done before. Ecstasy, everything, meth, heroin. Now, let me tell you how heroin, of course you know this because you do it. But heroin has fentanyl in it now, and the person that comes in to get that heroin tells you to put some fentanyl in it. Hope you don't put too much, because if something kills my daughter, I will hunt you down until the day I die, and you will pay for what you've done to my daughter. Wait a minute. No, let me get this straight now. Let me back up and regroup. My daughter's doing this to herself. But you have the stuff that is there to supply her with her wants. If it wasn't there, she wouldn't be doing it. Because this is what is blowing my mind. My daughter just got saved back last spring. Saved and baptized. Never had she had any problems like this before. Never. Once she got saved and baptized, that devil just went after her. What other explanation could it be? But the thing is that I was always told, I was church librarian, I was secretary of Baptist Young Women, I was secretary of the Sunday school class. I grew up in the church. I don't go so much anymore. It's just been real hard. But the thing is that I was always told, once you're saved, you're always saved. So why would the devil come after you once you're saved? You're always saved. What's he going to do now? You're just going to cause your life to be hell, and that's what's happened. He has told her so many lies, and she thought she was talking to God. She thought God was telling her all this stuff. But then finally she realized that it wasn't God. It was the devil that was telling her all this stuff. And then, so in the meantime, she met somebody. Well, it started off one of her friends was giving her meth here and there. And then she met this girl, at the trap house or whatever. I don't get it. I don't know why it would be called a trap house. I don't know. I just know that my daughter is 27 years old. She's my baby. She's my youngest child. I have children every 6 years, up to 45. And Kim is my oldest, Kayla is my youngest, and Brian and Christy are in between. I knew that Kayla's dad was an alcoholic. I don't even know how to even say anything about that. I fell in love with him and didn't realize how bad of an alcoholic he was, but he was an alcoholic. And when I got pregnant with Kayla, I was 37. So I had to go to the high-risk clinic for pregnancies. And one of the things that I learned there was that because her daddy was an alcoholic, she was going to stand a 50% chance of being an alcoholic herself. 50% chance of being an alcoholic if just because she was his daughter. 100% chance if she was around that drinking and around that type of person. I didn't want that for my daughter. I didn't want it. Her granny was an alcoholic. Her daddy was an alcoholic. Her aunts and, the whole clan that stayed down there at their house were alcoholics. And I didn't want Kayla like that. So I kind of, moved away and thought everything was going to be okay. She met Josh when she was 14. She was 14, Josh was 15. They've been together ever since then. She's 27, he's 28. And so anyway, I didn't want her to have that kind of life. So I tried not to put her into that kind of life very much. And of course she had to see her dad but not very much. I wasn't with him. He got married and anyway, it ended up that she still, with me not having her around him and the alcohol and stuff like that, she still ended up being having addictive personality. I guess I have addictive personality and the fact that I like to eat and I did like to smoke. Now I quit smoking 3 years ago, but I did like to smoke. I smoked for 40 some years. And supposedly I have COPD from it, but I quit 3 years ago, and it seemed like after I quit, everything was, a lot better. All right, so anyway, let me get off of me and get back to her or whatever. And so there is not enough hospitals or not enough beds or not enough doctors or not enough nurses for the drug people in the United States. I took my daughter to a hospital where she lives. I took her there it started out 3 weeks ago, and I know she had COVID. So they couldn't do anything about it. So she stayed in the hospital 3 days and then came home. They couldn't do anything. They didn't put her in any drug program or anything like that because she had COVID and they didn't want to, do anything. So then last week, I went and got an ECO against her. That's an, oh my gosh, I can't even think. Emergency custody order. So, and they took her to the hospital, and they took her to a joke for a hospital 2 hours away from us. But this hospital only keeps people for 3 to 5 days. They don't do any counseling. I mean, Kayla has something wrong with her mind. She is, and so she was there for 3 days and she just left. She wanted to leave, and because there was, she had gone in on an ECO, but then her 3 days was up, and because they can't keep you after 3 days unless they could find something. But Kayla's a very good manipulator. She doesn't let any one know that she's thinking about committing suicide or she's trying to kill this person or kill that person. She's not doing none of that in front of any authority people. Oh, no. So anyway, she left. She came home, put on Facebook that she'd been a week sober, thought everything was okay. They had put her on Depakote, said she was bipolar, put her on Depakote, had her on gabapentin. Then this psychiatrist, this is something I'll never understand, this psychiatrist that she'd gone to a while back, she called the psychiatrist and said, I'm really, really, really anxious. I need something. So what did the psychiatrist do? Called her in a prescription for Xanax. Xanax. All right, and then the next day, she called the psychiatrist back and said, that's not enough. So without seeing her, without anything, the psychiatrist doubled this to double Xanax a day. And it was just, oh my God, it was horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible. So then she went and got some more heroin. I thought she was going to be okay. She went and got some more heroin. She came home that night. She has this thing. She has a something in her mind that is telling her that something happened that really didn't happen. And she's obsessed with it. She swears up and down that God told her that it happened and blah, blah, blah. God didn't tell her. The devil did. And so anyway, she got in the truck and left yesterday morning and totaled the truck. No, she didn't get hurt. She just totaled the truck. And so I didn't know what was going on, and I called the police to go over and check on her because I'm 2 counties away from her. And no, 1 county away. Yeah, 1 county away from her. An hour. It's an hour from my house to her house. So the police went over there, and she told them that she would go to the hospital on her own. So, which they took her to the hospital. But then when she got to the hospital, when they decided that they didn't want to give her the Xanax, and she goes absolutely crazy. And she leaves the hospital. So today, she had been going to the methadone clinic to get methadone to see if that was helping. So now, let's take this. All right, she was on Depakote, high dosage of Depakote. She was on gabapentin. She was on Xanax and methadone. Could barely walk, could barely talk, anything. So she goes to the methadone clinic this morning, leaves the methadone clinic, goes walking down a main highway over here. And somebody picked her up and took her up to a restaurant up here. She didn't know who it was. I was on the phone with her trying to get her to please go to the hospital. And she said, "You're not going to do anything funny, are you?" And he said, "No." Well, sure, he's going to say, "Yes, I am. I'm going to rape you. I'm going to kill you." Right. That's, every rapist says that to somebody when they ask them if he's going to do that. Yeah, whatever. So, anyway, now she is on somewhere, I guess at that trap house. And everything of heroin, like I said, has fentanyl in it. And fentanyl will kill you. It's what Michael Jackson died of. Pretty much everybody now that's dying is dying from fentanyl in heroin. So my daughter is somewhere, and we don't know where she's at. And I hope that this person, somehow this gets back to you, because from what I can understand, you're pretty young. You're doing this for the money. What's going to remember this when you get married and you have children. You better hope that there's not somebody out there like you that gets a hold of your daughter and takes her to some trap house and gives her medicine, every drug known to man. There is nothing now that my daughter hasn't done. Nothing. So, yeah, I'm here letting my subscribers know that what's going on with my daughter. I don't know if any of y'all have gone through this. I don't know. I hope not. If you have, comment below and let me know. I am expecting any time the phone to ring and something has happened to my daughter. And I'm just having a hard time. I tried to tell y'all that, they want me to leave from here, and I don't think they know what's going on with Kayla and but the stress is about more than Mama can take. Mama thinks that Mama just hopes and prays that somehow God will take her before he takes her other children. I'm not suicidal or anything like that. I just don't want to bury my children. I have no desire to do that. I have 4 beautiful children, and I have 7 beautiful grandchildren that need their mama, that need their daddy. And I really don't know what to say, anything else to say about this, but just to let y'all know that it's there. It's in every household that there is. I would never in a million years, if somebody had told me 15 years ago that this was going to happen to my daughter, I would have told them that they were a liar. I would have said, nope, never going to happen to my daughter. No. But it is. And it happens in all kinds of families. It's not just low income or whatever. It's regular families like me. I mean, I guess I could be considered low income, but I'm not trash, or Kayla's not trash. I think that once you get on drugs that you probably are judged like that, but it didn't happen until she got saved and baptized. Why would the devil come after her so much after it just makes no sense to me, because once you're bad, once you're saved, you're always saved. So what can the devil do now except wreak havoc on every one of us in the family? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm having a hard time dealing with this. So I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm trying real hard to be on here, because I need to be real bad with me having to move and stuff like that. And I really hate to be Debbie Downer. I really do. But that's about all I feel like anymore, is Debbie Downer. So y'all pray for my daughter, Kayla. Kayla Moore. Pray for her. Pray for me. Pray for our family. And pray that nothing happens to Kayla. That she wakes up and realizes what this is doing to her. And doing to all of us. And I love y'all. And I will talk to you later. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Look below for links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. And also, there's different things that you can purchase from Amazon that I use in my kitchen. And I hope that y'all have a much, 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 much better day than I'm having. And a great weekend. And I love you all so much. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.